some younger guys get in, the same thing that we're harping to the first team, it shows up with those younger guys, and they have some explosives when if you execute it shouldn't even happen. So those are things that we're getting to say to that group that I think is huge for our team. If we want to be the team that we want to be long term, we need growth from the guys that go in later as well, because we need depth for when it matters most.
And Kalen said after the game that he thought things were a little more physical overall. In what ways did you see that from your unit?
I'd say at the point of attack, just some of the way that we took on blocks, especially tackles, things like that. I said all week they're going to try to move us or trying to get us moving laterally, and that was a point of emphasis from the first day. And even on Sunday, some of the drills that we did that first day of practice, even if it's in helmets, of understanding the angles and tracks we need to have and establishing a new line of scrimmage. And if you do that, they don't run the ball. And if they don't run the ball, it doesn't set up the rest of their game. And I thought that was what their game plan was going to be, looking at just the film on Sunday.
Seems like shutouts in the SEC don't happen. Do you sense a little bit more of life, like affirmation from a performance like that, like in days after?
Yeah, I think the thing that stands out to me is throughout the year when we haven't performed the way that we're capable of, it's a guy here, a guy there. Yeah. And when everybody together does their 111, what can that look like? And it wasn't perfect, but did we eliminate the volume to where we get the ball back to our offense, more opportunities to score when in the middle 8 of the game? That's when everybody does it, it gives you life and momentum, belief, and you're excited to go back out there no matter what happens, because we did in the last series, we can do it again.
Do you sense that on practice field right now?
I do. I'd say that it's just whenever you win, you get to reaffirm the things that it takes to win. Yeah. And especially young guys get to play. Sometimes as a young guy, I remember I'd feel this way. Man, I can do it just like Malachi Moore. Oh, I could do it just like Tim Keenan. Well, when I go in there and it's actually real and it's an SEC opponent, maybe I got to detail my work so that I can be trusted in those scenarios. And I think that's something that I feel from our team right now.
How would you assess the pass rush, its evolution over the course of the season and of late?
I think it's been a growth of guys knowing where they fit, trust. Early on, I think it's easy for guys to be excited to want to go be the guy to make a play, but to do it as a unit, to collapse a pocket, to make the quarterback go where we want him to go, and sometimes maybe on TV or just the normal person might not understand that, we funneled it for somebody else to make a play. I think that's something that when the guys take pride in that as much as the guy getting the sack, that's where we've evolved, and more where we're rushing together. And the excitement when guys make plays, that was something that I felt on Saturday, was other guys being excited when other people made plays, the sideline being that way. That's a sign that if we keep doing that, what that can be in bigger moments.
Yeah, and is Quay, obviously he was a little banged up at one point. Yeah. Is him getting healthier helping that pass rush then?
I think so. He's still a young guy. He's not a young guy in the way I treat him, but this is his first year actually getting to play, and so there's things that every game he's learning something new for the first time. And can we have him prepared for when the bigger games come at the end of the season, and we're at one? I talked to him about being ready for these moments, and you work to him, and he's worked his whole career, and coming from being a little bit banged up for these moments, and he's ready for it.
How are you guys kind of handling, obviously, 2 weeks down the line, the outside perception is, it's an elimination game. Mm-hmm. How are you guys as a coaching staff kind of handling that pressure, kind of that weight, and kind of, with the extended amount of time that you guys had before?
I think it's easier to sell what Coach DeBoer says every day, the 1-0 mentality. This is one of those games, and obviously the way college football is and where it goes in terms of how you get to the national championship, it starts with every game. And as we've seen this season, it's a week by week microcosm. Can we focus on where we're at? Our guys are excited for this opportunity, and obviously to play a great opponent on the road for what we want the season to look like. It's a 1-0 mentality, and I think that makes it easier for us as coaches because they see it that way as well.
Getting a good night's sleep every night?
No. My wife's got it worse than I do, and I'm trying to help her. But it's been some early mornings. This morning she was up, so I was up. So I've been enjoying it. I'm also getting a lot less sleep. So thank you so much.
Having the bye this week help with that a little bit, maybe catch up on sleep or at least help?
I will let you know next week. I'm hoping. I feel like I'm going to be my wife's going to get a little bit more rest, hopefully, than I will, which I'm hopeful that'll be the case. So
I'm sure you've been asked this already before, but on that goal line stand, I mean, what'd you notice from your guys, your unit, just starters going back out there, getting that stop? I mean, how big is a moment like that for just everything moving forward, even though the game was already in hand?
Those moments allow you to come back in and say, when you give effort and you defend a blade of grass, that there's always a possibility to do what we talk about. They went down the field, had some younger guys in, but this is the expectation: is they don't get in. As long as they don't score, they don't win. And so to show that clip, to talk about it, to have pride in defending that's what Alabama is about. That's the expectation here. And so we get to build upon it every day. And hey, remember when we did this? Remember going back to fall camp when we were saying those same things? Those are the moments where it goes full circle.
You guys have put up, I think, 0 points in, I want to say, 6 of the last 8 quarters. I mean, how's just the defensive mentality maybe improved over the last couple of weeks after, hitting some struggles a little bit mid-season? And just, I guess, what have you noticed from a growth standpoint?
I think as going from a player to a coach, seeing that you need everybody to do what you're really wanting to do every day, and I think our team is moving towards that of let's do our part so that the team can have success. You don't know what the offensive coordinator is going to call. You don't know who he's going to attack, but are you ready to do your part to make a play or leverage the ball or cover a guy properly so that the ball gets tipped, the quarterback gets sacked, or you hold it off long enough where the rush gets there. If we can have a unit that plays for each other, that is when you can do great things, and when they don't score. And I'm seeing more of that, and it's something we got to refine every day. And nobody's perfect, but can we try to be as close to perfect as we can?
Put something together on the high school playing careers of the staff. Can you kind of recap your high school career?
Okay.
Real quick?
I played at Great Atlanta Christian. Thought I was going to play wide receiver. That was my dream. I had all the same
What
dreams.
Atlanta school again?
Great Atlanta Christian in
Okay,
Norcross,
gotcha,
Georgia.
Gotcha. Position?
I was a tight end and outside linebacker. My dad was my coach. I thought I was going to go play offense, but a lot of coaches in college thought I'd probably be like my dad. My dad played at South Carolina.
What were your offers you had?
Coach Saban offered me. That was Coach Smart offered me when they were here. South Carolina.
The funny thing about our room and our team,
What other
our
ones?
players always want more. So even though the scoreboard might say
A lot of the Southeasters, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, really a lot of the Southeast schools.
Position?
Mainly linebacker. So yeah, and then I had a North Carolina offer me. I thought I'd go play some offense, like a lot of our guys. They think they can. So, but yeah, absolutely.
Quay Russo and James Smith had a big play last week.
Yeah.
What's it like kind of having 2 guys from the same high school being teammates? Just again.
I think it's really cool, especially for their program and all the people that help them train and everybody in their circle. I remember recruiting them out of high school, and for them to do that as close as they are, they fight like brothers, and they got each other's back like brothers. And I know it was a moment they'll never forget, and I'm hoping they both frame it up and have it in their house. I'm excited for them. That's what they're capable of, and to be able to put it all together at the right moment was great for them and their families. So.
A lot of these coaches for their high school careers were pre-star, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah,
Before
yeah.
career rankings
Yeah.
even happened.
Yeah. I think I had a star or two. A star or two. And just like them, I probably paid attention to it more than I should have. And my dad told me, he's like, when you get there, you know that's not going to matter. And it was very quickly. I learned that very quickly. So.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Y'all have a great day.